Hello everyone, myself Arif, and in this video I'm going to tell you why OpenClaw agent forgets and or I will let you know about the memory systems and different type of memory we use in the agents. So first of all, have you ever noticed that your AI agent suddenly forgets everything you told it yesterday? Your name, your project, your preference, everything. Um, if I tell you that's not the model problem, but that's a memory configuration problem. See, on this screen, you can see that yesterday in the previous video, I have told him my name or the chat name, but today it is asking me who I am and it has forgot everything about the yesterday session. So it is the reason because of short-term memory. If I say, if I set up the problem for you or what is the problem cause, let me explain you in little brief. In OpenClaw, agent doesn't magically remember things. If your agent feels inconsistent or dumb, it's usually because memory was never wired properly. If I say the agents are stateless by default, stateless means it doesn't remember the current session information in the next session. And if I tell you there are two type of memory, short-term memory and long-term memory. And our agent most of the time by default use short-term memory. So let's talk about short-term memory first. This is the current conversation context. The messages passed to the model will be stored during the single run. Example, if you say my name is ABC, then the agent remember it for that run. But the moment the agent restarts, the memory is gone and it doesn't remember your name again. So if I tell you a short line, short-term memory is fast, automatic, but it is temporary. Now the second one is the long-term memory. The long-term memory is the this is what makes an agent feel smart. Long-term memory is stored on the disk. Most of the time it is in JSON file or SQLite or any kind of vector database so that it can survive across various runs. For example, if you are using long-term memory and you have provided your name, your preferences, your project context, then these kind of things will be stored in the long-term memory so that it can store everything for a longer period of time. Now, if I tell you how the OpenClaw actually works, user input most of the time goes into the short-term context, and then the agent reasons it and then optimally measured its return in long-term storage. And if the memory is never written, there nothing to be remembered in the later. So, and if I tell you that memory write process is not automatic, we need to configure that process as well. Now, let me show you the session details so that you can understand better way. So I will open my OpenClaw folder over here so that I can show you the details about the session. Here the edge in the agent main and session. If we open this file JSON file, then we can clearly see the about details about the session, what has happened, where it is storing. We can see that the session keeps on updating and system sent and every detail is written over here. What are the things their session has used, health check, skill creator and everything. It is currently displaying the information regarding the previous session and the, whenever I close this session, current session, this information will get updated and we can see the details regarding the current session as well. See, there is everything written about the information or the things we have performed on it. This is the session.md file which can be found in this and we can understand what is going on with this. Now let me go again on this window and go in the sofa. Now let me tell you that once you enable the memory properly, everything changes. The agent start remembering the past decisions, resume conversations and feel consistent. At that point, you are no longer building a chatbot, but you are building an agent. So remember this thing. If your agent forgets, you don't configure memory properly and go for it and configure it using this. Thank you.